And what do you think is holding most people back?
It's kind of like me with the diet, which is totally fair.
Oh, gosh,
me with the gym. It's, I think, just jumping into the deep end, it's intimidating at first, changing a lot of things, changing your entire lifestyle. If you're going out to eat 3 times a day, which a lot of people on the show are, just completely changing that. So sometimes, it takes slower steps to get there, which is fine as long as they actually change in the end. But it's a big hurdle that I see a lot of people. They get fired up after leaving the show, but then actually changing things around their life, that is their actions they actually have to take on their own without someone holding their hands. And it's very scary to make a big change when you've been doing something for half a decade or a decade.
Yeah. Do you think you overwhelm them when they come on the show and you're giving them this whole financial breakdown that says, if you follow this for 3 years, and you're so disciplined, you'll be debt-free and you can start saving? Like you said, it's a big lifestyle change.
Yeah.
But for you, it might be with your diet, once a week, I'm going to have a personal trainer come here. Once a week for 1 hour. That's it. And for maybe some of these people who need to improve their finances, it could be, like Dave Ramsey would say, save $1,000.
Yeah.
And come back. Maybe you're giving them too much too soon. They're not ready to handle it. Their mind can't comprehend all of these changes, so they don't stick with it. Versus, here's a little simple step. Just do this and then report back.
I would say yes if it was just the conversation.
Yeah.
The conversation's a big picture item. But then from there, we put them through our educational program. We put them through budgeting reviews. We put them through the Discord. We connect them with resources and answer questions all along the way. So if it was the big picture conversation and then go off on your own, I would be more inclined to say yes. For some people, it might be too much. But we do a lot of pre-show work and a ton of post-show work. So just helping them along the journey, I think, helps combat that.
Yeah. Now, Grant Cardone, we had him on the podcast a few weeks ago. He said that for people who want to make a lot of money, they should not be liquid. They should have very little money in their bank account because that means they're all in, they're all invested. They have to make it work.
Then everyone on my show's rich because they have $0 in their bank account.
So you disagree with it?
Well, I don't know. I don't know where you're going with
bad
that.
Advice. I want to get your thought. I want to get your thought on that because from Grant's perspective, there is an element of truth when you have nothing left to fall back on. You have to make something work. You're all in. You're all invested.
It's the Dave Ramsey $1,000.
Correct. It's like burning. It's burning the ships. It's like, I got to make this thing work. And because of that, I'm going to be so much more driven because I have no money in the account and I'm putting everything I have into what I'm doing.
I'm down with that philosophy, but nothing ever in this entire world is one size fits all. Nothing ever. Especially psychology is not going to be one size fits all. So for some people, that might work. For some people, seeing that they're just so close to falling off, we've had them on the show, they're so close to just falling off the deep end, they're just like, I don't even care anymore. I don't even care. It's just happening. I can declare bankruptcy if I need to. And I'm $1,000 away. Doesn't even matter. Yeah. We're already there. So for some people, it's going to be different for everyone.
Jack, what did you say about that? Because we had a conversation on the walk from the airport about exactly that. Like, do people feel bad about their situation? Do they realize
So
how
what I
severe?
noticed when I was watching a lot of your episodes is like people are in horrible financial situations, like hundreds of thousands of dollars in high interest debt, just objectively not doing okay. Yet it seems like they're just completely apathetic to it. It just doesn't matter to them. And I don't understand how, granted, I've never been in a situation like that, but like I still sweat when, certain big expenses come up and stuff like that. But how do these people, they just seemingly don't care whatsoever?
I was in that situation.
And
I was in that situation, a decade, 11 years ago. I didn't care because there was a lack of education. There was needing to jump in the deep end. It would be such a change that I just wasn't willing to take, and I didn't see the benefits of it, or the benefits really going to outweigh it. I didn't really see it, and I didn't really realize just how dire it is. So that's where I really try to get across, and sometimes it comes across a little squeaky, but I try to let them know just how truly bad it is. I kind of talk about it in a way where it's like, this is the part of Kitchen Nightmares where Gordon Ramsay's going through all the stinky food and he's vomiting. He's like showing you how fucked up this is, and you probably didn't realize it until right now. And then we try to get down to the core issues and what it can take to change things. So,
like, why do you think people are just so apathetic towards it? Like, you're literally telling them, oh, you have over $100,000 in high interest debt. And they're like, yeah.
See, I said that people are just used to it at that point. Like $100,000 to them is normal. It doesn't seem unreasonable because they've already experienced it. So they're experiencing, oh, that's normal. And then to them, what's an extra $1,000 on top of that? It's like 1% of what I owe. It's not that big of a deal.
We have people in their mid-30s. You know, they've been in bad debt since they're 18. It's
all they know.
It's just their life. Yeah, it's their day-to-day. We had one dude, and we filmed a couple days ago, and he can't sleep at night because of his debt. Like, he literally cannot sleep like half the nights because he's just stressing about the debt. So he's finally starting to wake up to how bad it is. But until he was educated and realized how bad that debt was, it was just every day for him.
Yeah.
Just building up more debt. Doesn't matter. That's what I did the day before. It's just normal. It's a part of American culture. So my parents told me I could do.
Yeah. What's crazy is that I read something about the hedonic treadmill that said you adjust whatever situation you're in within about 6 months. So lottery winners will feel about normal again 6 months from the time they win. Same thing like people who are maybe in a car accident. They become disabled. 6 months later, they feel about the same as they did before becoming disabled. So for people in a lot of debt, maybe they sign that paper, and for 6 months they feel, oh, that's a lot of money. How am I going to dig myself out? But after 6 months, you're about normal. And then all of a sudden, that to you is your baseline.
It's interesting because last time we talked about, it wasn't a full 6 months ago, but we talked about me not liking like internet hate and stuff like that. Now I don't give a shit.
What
I don't
changed?
care. I've like adjusted to. I don't know. It's just every single day.
See?
It's just every single
6
day.
months.
That's like
You were so worried. I remember we were hanging out with you before and after the shoot, and you were just refreshing your phone, looking at comments, looking at videos, and this and that. And we're like I remember I was feeling the same way, and Graham probably used to feel the same as well.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
You just get used to it.
You get used to it, yeah. And I just realized people don't just really know what's actually happening right here.
Well, that's why it's so hard for people to blow up online. Like I would say for your channel, you went from, let's say, 0 to 500,000 subscribers really quickly. Most people would have to grind through that for years.
Yeah.
And so they'll get some comments. It'll grow over time as they get used to it. So by the time they get all these hate comments, it's like, oh, I've just been dealing with that the entire time.
Yeah.
But for you, it's like going from everyone loves me to all of a sudden out of 500,000 people, we have 100 who hate you, who can't stand you, and they want to make that very well known.
Yeah.
So it's a lot to adjust to.
Caleb Hammer's very evil. Oh, no. Yeah. No, I'm used to it now. It's chill. So I get that. No, it makes sense. Most people that are going through their debt situation every single day, it just feels normal.
Life insurance is one of those things that makes sense for a lot of people out there, but most people just put it off because it feels complicated, expensive, or time-consuming, but it doesn't have to be thanks to our sponsor, Fabric.
Fabric by Gerber Life is term life insurance that you can get done today. It's made for busy parents like you. It's all online. It's on your schedule right from your couch. You could be covered in under 10 minutes with no health exam required.
If you have kids, and especially if you're young and healthy, the time to lock in a low rate is now. And even if you have life insurance through your employer, it may not offer you enough protection for your family, and it usually does not follow you if you leave your job. Fabric offers flexible, high-quality policies that fit your family and your budget, including options like $1 million in coverage for less than $1 a day.
Fabric is partnered with Gerber Life, trusted by millions of families for over 50 years. There's no risk, and they even have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can cancel at any time. Fabric also has free digital wills, tools to invest in your kid's future, and more, all right from your phone.
Join the thousands of parents who trust Fabric to protect their family. Apply today in just minutes at meetfabric.com/ICHclips.
Again, that's meetfabric.com/ICHclips. MEET fabric.com/ICHclips. The link is also down below in the description. Enjoy.